Hey Trish, I'm just going to go over this. There'll be a lot of information in this video. If you have any questions, just at the end, let me know. But essentially, what I'm doing is if we come up to the universal search in my instance of Salesforce and we type in engage and we hit enter, a couple different ways to go about coming to this. But I could click right on the account name and look at campaigns. But on the side, I see this. I've got the campaigns tab. I click on that, and the campaign that I'm interested in is the Engage Delaware accounts. So let me see here. There it is, the second one. So Engage Delaware accounts. I'll click that. It takes me to the campaign. So campaign, Engage Delaware accounts up in the top left. I say view all. And then when I look at the view all, what I want to do is I'm really looking to update this. And if this record, this Matador resource, sorry, not Matador, but citation kind of meets a few of the criteria that we have, we'll go in here and on the right-hand side, we'll hit the little down arrow, we'll say edit, and we'll move it to responded. So that is the end goal. To qualify it, I'll go in and I hold my control key down and I click on the word account, and it opened up a new tab for me. I'm going to see I've got the company name or company LinkedIn. That's good. And then I'm going to come up here to the top left-hand corner and I'm going to see campaign history, and I'll click on that campaign history, and I should have one there that says citation. I'll click on that. And when I look at it, in this particular case, it's come up with one member. So I'll show you another example here where it does show up some members, but I think there could be more. So we still want to go ahead and want to do this one. But I've got one member here. My goal is I know I need more members than that. So I'm going to go in. I just hit my back key. I'll go back to the account. After I hit my back key, the top left-hand corner, I can click on the account, and then I'll go down here to the LinkedIn, and then I hold my control key down, click on it, open up a new tab, and you should be going to my instance of LinkedIn, and then this takes me to the company page. Over here, I've got a more button. I'm going to click that, and I'm going to say, let's look at this in Sales Navigator. And then in Sales Navigator, it says all 300 employees. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click that. And if you're logged into my browser, the phines at oilandgasleads.com, which we call it internet account, Google account, and then the password, capital C, Calgary, capital S, Stampeders, £1. That gets you into there. I've got my data collection tool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select all, and then I'll come up and I should be able, this little puzzle up here, I should be able to see this duck soup. When I click on that duck soup, the first thing I want to do is I want to come over here, whoops, not download. I'm going to exit that. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to hit my duck soup, and I'm going to clear my data. So I want to clear that data out. I'm going to say OK. And then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to highlight this. And then I'm going to go collect the data. And you'll see when it's done collecting the data, when I go to the bottom, at the bottom will be all the way over to as far as it can go there. Once I've collected the data, then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to download the data. And so duck soup, and then I will download the data. And then once I download it, you'll recognize that Excel file. What I want you to do is I want you to process the email address. And then here you'll see in citation, I have the email address that you can use. So process it and then send it to me. And then I will go ahead and do what I need to do on that particular side to do that. So that would be the first example. And I'm not going to get you to, you'll just have to make a note on the ones that you've done. Let me update the status because I'll still have to do one more step. Here's another account that we can look at, Titus Oil and Gas. I'm going to click on that one as an example. I held my control key down. I'm just going to close these ones off here real quick. And then we'll go in here and I'm going to look at my campaign. There's Titus Oil and Gas. I'm going to look at that and I see I have one, so that's fine. Just going to go backspace, top left, click on it, go to my LinkedIn page. Once I go to my LinkedIn page, then I'm going to say more, view in Sales Navigator. I want to get all employees. Once I highlight it, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go to the duck soup. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clear data. It's not available for me because I did clear my data already. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to scan profiles. So that's what we do on all of them, is scan profiles. Once I've scanned the profiles, I'm going to download it. And then once I download it, I'm going to add the email address, the company address, and the telephone number. And so I'm just click off on that one. And then Titus is done. You've sent that to me. The third one that I'll show you here on the TapRock resources, if I go in here and I click on that, and I think TapRock is a good example. No, I think TapRock, oh yeah. So actually we won't do TapRock. I'm gonna do the next one is, well, we'll do TapRock first. So I'm gonna click into TapRock, and then if I go into TapRock and I say campaign history, TapRock resources, here I see 98. I'm like, okay, that's there. What I want you to do is I just hit my back key, go back to the account. I'm going to go in here to the LinkedIn company page. And then I see it says 98 employees. So that one's fine. Then I'll skip to the next one. And then if I look at the next one here, PIR operating, and I click on that. And then when I look at PIR operating, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to come up to my campaign history and PIR operating. Here I have 17. Okay, I'll hit my back, go back to the account. I'm going to click in my LinkedIn company page. And I had, I think, 19. There's 48 here. So then at that particular point, what I want you to do, in this case, the link, for whatever reason, I have it coming right to the LinkedIn Navigator. If you see that, you don't have to then click on take me to LinkedIn Navigator because we're there already. And then I'll come over to the employees, clear my data, collect these, and send me the file. So just work your way through these on that side of it. And then if you run into some that it doesn't look like, what you would call it, I don't have an email address, or there's something that I've kind of described here that's not there, just move on to the next one and leave it, and then don't send me the file, and I'll be able to, based on the file, update the ones that I want. Then I'll go up and I'll clean those other ones up, and I'll send you a note to finish those up. I know this was a lot. Give it a shot. If you have any questions, let me know.